The biggest problem for overseas investors, and one of the biggest traps they all fall into, is this. There's no interest-only mortgages in Dubai. Let me explain. You have to repay the capital, which is fine, unless you end up with a property that doesn't cover the cost of the repayment to the bank and leave you with enough money to pay your income tax bill because you don't live in Dubai. You should invest in Dubai, but you should speak to the best advisor you can possibly find, and not just some kid that bombards you with loads of photos on WhatsApp. If you're a higher rate taxpayer in the UK, you want at least a 5% gross yield and probably not more than 50% loan to value, but there are ways to increase this. One of the best things about Dubai's market these days is the regulation around finance that they introduced back in 2013, because it protects the market and it protects investors. Things have changed a lot in the last 10 years. But the bad thing is this: if you speak to a regular real estate broker, he won't understand the numbers and you'll get it wrong, and you'll end up subsidizing your investment, which will be very painful. You need to speak to a really good broker instead of just a sales guy, and you need to use a proper appraisal. I bought and sold loads of property myself, and I used to work in finance, and I worked in offshore banking, and trust me, getting this stuff right is not something everyone can do.